last 10 against LA. Find out next on EA Sports.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Jackson now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Jones. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And no one happier to see that than the Giants fans themselves. Saquon Barkley was used a lot his rookie year, 91 catches, which was a record for NFL rookies. That fell off to 52 in 2019. And then, of course, the injury in Week 2 at Chicago last year prevented him from reaching those heights.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, toss play left. And he goes out right around the 39. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 108 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. And finally brought down at the 43. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
But keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And Michel will have the first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That good for 19 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
Straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 20 carries, 65 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Nikel Roby brings him down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this will be a Giants first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He finds an opening past the 40. And down right around the 37. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep, they punch it forward so that if it falls to the ground, it's just an incomplete pass. Here, you got to execute it well, otherwise it's a fumble.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
7 yards there on the first down screen play. On 2nd down, Michel.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. So far, been so good this season, well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his, and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence, and if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far, so I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st down, Barkley. And some room to run now. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Barkley.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver. Makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 50, Stafford. To Michel on the dump off. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On first down, Stafford here. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want him to catch the football first.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Play action, Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Got a man, it's Higbee complete. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw. Jones. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. Touchdown, Giants! Kenny Galladay as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Gano for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jackson now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
He'll check this one down to Michel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The final shot before the break. Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've reached half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A handoff to Barkley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run with Booker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's Barkley, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out up come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Stafford. He's got Higbee complete right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you got that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Rams. Deshaun Jackson. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
182 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
This is going to be Shepard on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just...
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Now Stafford.
Jackson with a catch.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Well, and CD, we have certainly seen this guy make some magic with the ball in his hands. He was top 10 in the NFL last year in yards after the catch.
Plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, I know at points of this when you